I promise you a wee quick fire round, so I'm going to just throw 20 questions at you.
Right, okay.
Don't think about it.
Right, okay, wait, let me get water first. You're going to have me talking fast, though, eh?
Well, you don't need to fire back fast,
right,
you just need to,
I'm allowed to think.
You're allowed to think. We'll put a wee timer on.
Sound.
This just lets people get to know you a wee bit. Right, let's go. Favourite holiday destination?
Ibiza or Orlando.
Okay, you've got to pick one.
I can't. No, honestly. Right, Ibiza.
Ibiza? Why?
It's. I just think it's the best place in the world. It's got the best of both worlds. Obviously, I worked there. Like I did 2 seasons there, so maybe I've just got like that wee aspect. Yeah. But I seen so much. Like when I did work there, I seen like it's not just partying's unreal. Yeah. But it's not just the partying. The beaches are beautiful. I love the Spanish lifestyle. Like I wish I could pick Dula up and work for Ibiza. Like I just love the heat in my bones, despite being ginger.
Would you recommend that as well, like that experience of working abroad?
100%. I couldn't recommend that more.
Aye.
Especially at that age. You need to move away a wee bit for your hometown.
Aye.
Even if you try it and you don't like it and you can move back, I think it just opens your mind a bit more. Different cultures, you change your landscape, change it, like you're more open-minded with things. Obviously I went because I was like young and wanted to party for my whole summer. But even if it is like moving away a bit for work, doing an internship somewhere, I honestly think it's crucial to live away from where you're from for a bit.
Bit of life experience.
100%, yeah.
Love it. Favourite TV show?
I would say Game of Thrones, but the last 2 seasons, honestly,
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
It's unreal. But then the last 2 seasons, they don't follow, so all the first few seasons follow the books.
Right.
The books aren't done.
Right.
So then the last was just these writers making it up, and it was awful. And it killed it. That or Entourage.
Entourage is class.
Sick, innit?
Entourage is class.
It's good.
Favourite band or singer?
Paolo. Yeah, he's my favourite. He was who I could listen to him, like, I feel like, who could you listen to that you'd never be sick of? And I would say Paolo.
I see that wee end bit changes it, because you do get people. I used to quite like Ed Sheeran, and now I can't.
You need to be in the mood for him, but that's the radio that's ruined it. Poor Ed.
Capital.
Because he's in Capital, you've got a lot to answer for. What are you doing that to Ed for? Really talented songwriter of this generation. I can't listen to him.
Outrageous. This closest friend.
Probably my wee cousin Olivia.
Nice. The folks sitting there raging now.
Human, yeah.
Favourite food?
Pasta. Yeah.
Talking cheesy pasta or actual pasta?
No, like actual, like I went to a restaurant and an Italian has made me it.
Pasta. Just from scratch?
For scratch, like they've got the flour and the egg and they're like kneading it with their hands and that. Like professional. Shout out to Don Costanzo, because that is an unreal Italian if you want good pasta.
Where's that?
It's just in Woodlands. Yeah.
Nice. Favourite drink? Can be alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic, this will get me cancelled, sparkling water.
Oh.
I don't like fizzy juice unless I'm hungover. I would not thank you for a fizzy juice.
Right.
Unless I'm hungover and I need a can of Diet Iron Brew.
Right.
But normally sparkling water, like day to day, I just drink water, mate.
I think you could be the first person I've ever spoke to that likes sparkling water.
I think everybody needs to grow up. Like, you all need to get your palate sorted, because sparkling water is unreal.
I mean, folk must buy it.
Pure defamation of character at sparkling water. I don't understand.
I don't know. It's just weird.
I've got a soda stream. Do you know how, like, for the 60s,
proper old school
in it, and I just make my own sparkling water. Like, see the way the Italians make their own pasta, I can make my own sparkling water. It's unreal.
I mean, I'd rather have the pasta. I'm going to like you. I'd rather have the pasta.
Me too, to be fair now.
Favourite film?
Harry Potter's.
Oh, nice. Do you have a favourite one from them?
Order of the Phoenix, yeah.
Nice.
Or Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Just 2?
Yeah, I know, I can't pick. They're masterpieces.
Best thing about having your own brand?
Like the proud feeling when you see someone wearing it.
Nice. Childhood hero?
Probably Britney Spears.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
She was my icon.
Still, or she went a bit awkward these days?
I know, but I think she's had a hard life, you know, Gary, and I feel heart sorry for her.
100%.
But I think that's just Hollywood's wholly weird. Like, weird stuff goes on in the end.
I do think when you see people like that, you're probably like, somebody needs to take their social media off them and just let them enjoy their life.
For sure, yeah.
It's crazy. What scares you?
Dying.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Because say spiders or something?
No. I'm sure I think I'm getting older and dying all the time.
Do you?
I get terrified that I haven't did everything that I want to do with my life.
I used to think about that when I was like 9 or 10, sit and go, what happens?
Yeah, I can't. That or being taken. Like, know how the movie Taken?
Aye.
That terrifies me. I genuinely that is something that I have a real fear about. Because do you know what, Gary, it happened. You can be scared of like ghosts and that.
Aye.
Taking in happens. It's rife, man. So terrifies me.
I mean, the dying one's going to happen at some point.
The dying one's happened, but it's also a high likelihood of taking. I blame my mum for that. She's pure terrified man, being scared of everyone. Like, be alert, 24/7, watch your back.
I mean, when I was a wee guy, there was all the things about the clowns that used to drive
Mind
about
that.
and put people in vans and fucking scared to go to the show.
So a few times when I was at primary, the school would give us a letter and it would be like, a guy in a white van approached a girl at this time of the day, be aware of this white van.
That must be where it started, subconscious.
It's in my head now, mate. I just keep looking for that guy in a white van. I'm like, oh, watch out.
One thing about yourself that nobody would know.
Me and my brother share our birthday and my mum and my dad share their birthday.
How random is that?
Mad, innit?
It's a pure lottery ticket moment.
Weird.
It
was a good icebreaker. See, when I would do interviews,
Aye.
the employer remembered me defo. Was something interesting about yourself? I like, I fucking know this one. I'll never forget me.
I'm glad they never asked you what scares you. Fucking hell, man.
Get that emo out of here.
One thing that just gets in your nerves.
There are a lot of things that gets in my nerve, Gary. So I'm just trying to think of one. Butter in a bagel, that annoys me. That gets in my nerves because the butter. You don't butter your bagel?
No.
Why not?
Just a wee bit of sauce.
You have a bagel with sauce?
Aye.
What kind of sauce?
Just depends what I'm
You have
having
a dry bagel with like tomato sauce?
Depends what's in the bagel. If I'm having just like a bit of bacon or something, I'll just put a wee bit of sauce
Absolutely never. No, that's diabolical.
You can't drink sparkling water and hit me with that. Come on.
Something that annoys me is somebody that has a dry bagel. Actually, that's a new trigger for me. I'm actually a really irritable person, so we could be here all day.
Cyclist is probably mine.
Yeah, they're annoying. Yeah.
They need.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. We're not in Amsterdam. We don't have the infrastructure for it. Please, going to get off the streets.
Well, you build loads of cycle lanes and choose a road.
Yeah.
Like,
what are you doing?
Waste of money, mate.
Absolutely.
Biggest regret, if you've got one?
Going to uni.
That's unusual, isn't it?
I know.
First job you ever had?
I worked in my mum's salon at the age of 12. I was child slave labour. I was a junior. She had me washing.
Would you get paid?
Hair.
What was your first
£20.
wage?
I would do a Saturday shift, £20. She would have me come in at like the busy period, so it was about 11 o'clock to about 5, and then I would clean up every Saturday. I was rich. Like, remember when you were younger, no, you used to go on a night out and you would take £40 and you would come home with £40.
Aye.
Like, your money just went so far these days. So yeah, I was rich, gang, and obviously because I was young, like the women feel sorry for me, so I got unreal tips. I did one shift in a burger van and it's the hardest graft I've ever did to this day. It was hell. It was I don't know if they still do it. It was at Glasgow Green, and it's like some bagpipe thing.
Oh, the bagpipe championships?
That's what I was at. So it was a 14-hour shift selling burgers. We were on the tills of, as I've said, I'm terrible at maths, and it wasn't like operated tills, so I had to do the maths myself.
Oh, no.
So the amount of time I get changed wrong, and there were people being like, "You've given me the wrong change." Awful.
So you're not going to run a
So I'm not going to go back to burger vans. Thank God, fashion worked out for me.
Well, I mean, just seamlessly linked. What's your favourite junk food?
Italian, or actually no, because that's not really junk food. A chippy. Love a chippy. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll just get a fish supper classic. I'll always get a pickle. But I really love a pizza crunch, a buttered roll and chips with curry sauce.
Yep.
It's a good order, innit?
Oh, day. One thing that's guaranteed to cheer you up?
My 2 dogs, Betty and Mama. They're Dog de Bordeaux's.
Nice.
They're ginger.
Is that part of the cheering up, or is that just luck?
That's just luck. I have the Weasley family. I'm living my Harry Potter dream with these two dogs.
Are you superstitious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, probably should have knew that after the dying thing.
Well, absolutely. Fair, but,
yeah. How would your mates describe you in 3 words?
I should have messaged them and asked. Loyal. I don't know if I can say it, but like a good listener. But that is technically 2 words, but don't kill me for that. And what's the last one? A boozer. I like a drink.
Winter or summer?
This is crazy for me, right? I was a pure winter baby, like obsessed with Christmas. My birthday's in January. I don't need to do as much fake tan in the winter because I'm covered up. I prefer winter fashion, but over the last 2 years, I'm a summer baby. I think COVID did it to me.
Yeah.
Like, COVID summers was sound, and then winter came and it was hell.
Aye.
And then summer would come and it was fine. So I'm actually a summer person now. I can't wait for summer.
Yes, I just want light nights.
Light nights. I need to wake up at 7 and not be pitch black outside.
Aye. Agreed.
Yeah.
Your biggest phobia?
Biggest phobia. I've definitely got one. I just need to think it. I don't really like when I'm doing the dishes and there's like food floating about and you touch it.
Oh, in the water?
I suppose that's a bit minging. It's not really a phobia, is it?
But then just put rubber gloves on and you don't need to touch it.
I should do rubber. Well, there we go. My phobia solved. Thanks so much for that. 28 years of hardship for what?
Hardship?
All I had to do was get rubber gloves, mate.
There's no way you've been doing dishes for 28 years.
There's no way. I barely do a dish now, mate. I'll be honest. So don't even know why I picked that as a phobia.